Should be back with part 3. We're going to have Mark confirm to make sure that all of our audio is working correctly. We are live across 8 different pages, profiles, platforms, etc. So give just a second. I am getting alerts that we're live, so I can't tell if same page.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah. I can hear you, yeah.
Oh, yeah, my audio's coming through.
It is coming through?
Yeah.
I'm gonna double check, just see if I can pull up on. I don't think it'll let me, but I'll see if it'll pull up.
I just don't know how much longer I'm gonna be able to go.
Alright, yeah, I'm not going incredibly longer either because I'm tired of shit, but I'm just trying to get a little bit in. Yeah, I can't go a whole lot longer myself. Extremely tired. Been up since 4. Alright, let me see what comes. What's up?
Said you've been up for like 20 hours.
Oh, dude, yeah, this is how weekends go, and I have to do this stuff every weekend. If I try to get any kind of streaming, it's always that way. Let's see. Did you check Twitch by chance to see if, for some reason, I'm trying to load it on there, it's not showing anything from today, which would only be an hour, but it's not. I haven't just now going live there, so I don't know if it's active. Ah, well, that probably doesn't help any. The fact that Tony had them turned off. Ah. He had it on. Game Junction. Why has he got Game Junction? Oh, that's why. He has selected for all Game Central Station stuff. Yeah. No wonder. Should be good. I think. Again, podcast page. Oh, limit reach. Let me take off. I don't need my personal Twitter. Podcast should hit it. Should be good. Let me see if it pops up on my phone. It should be up on Twitch now if you're able to check that real quick, and then we can try to get a little bit more time in here and we'll hop off here shortly. I think I've got it. Okay, cool. Alright guys, we will not be on here too much longer. We're trying to get a little bit of time in here. We've had a lot of troubleshooting tonight, which seems to happen quite frequently, but I think we're going to be able to get things pretty narrowed down with what's going on here. Alright. Oh, Whooper fainted. I should not have done that because I did not have a Whooper yet. God dang it.
Get fucked.
Pretty much, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. Oh, a Meryl! Let's go. Wait, that's not Meryl. That's the pre-evolution. Azrael, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Even more trash, right?
That's my focus.
Yeah. Meryl's trash. Azrael's trash. I forgot about her, dude. But nothing happened.
Of course it didn't.
Nothing ever happens with an Azrael or a Meryl.
It's just a straight. It's just like a straight water type. And I'm not a fan of water types. So it's just kind of how that rolls.
Absolutely.
Just one shocky boy can ruin your whole fucking day. One little Pikachu. Misty is just done for. Like how in the fucking Pokemon anime, like Pikachu works on like rock type, but in the game it's like no effect.
No effect at all. I want a nickname, dog.
Damn.
What? Adding her into my party?
That's what I'm saying, man.
She's legit, bro. Actually, she was what? Was she a level 3 or 4?
Who?
Azrael. Where does it say the level? I'm probably not gonna. Probably not gonna.
That's best say. I've got no idea. You were blowing up. Oh, I see y'all's chat's blowing my fucking phone up.
It's about streaming of his.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was. You just have to hit the yes or no, and then you're limited to 8 with the tier that we're under. So I was like, didn't even look as far as that. Usually I try to, if I can, hit at least the group, but like I guess it doesn't matter. I don't know.
I don't think it matters.
It doesn't matter a lot. Like I think maybe doing it every now and then to there might be okay, but I don't think it matters a whole lot in regards to that. It's whatever. It's whatever. Hey, Scatterbug. One hit KO, bro. I'm like Mike Tyson, motherfucker.
I'm just like over leveled, just beating up on weaker opponents.
I mean, that's my whole life, though. It's just
I
me, like, I'm an alpha, bro. Like, don't mess with me. That's all I'm saying.
You gotta say you're a fucking alpha. I don't think you're an alpha.
Yeah, if you say you're an alpha, you're probably a beta. I think that's actually, like, a quote, too. I think I remember reading somebody say that in Joe Rogan. I'm like, yeah. Sounds about right. I mean, all those guys said they whip your ass. Did they ever whip your ass up? Probably like a 25% chance that they ever even tried.
Whoop your ass, bro. Yeah, okay.
Cool story, bro. Let me see the facts, though.
Let me fact check that for you.
Let me fact check you. Hey, Zuckerberg, get over here. Let me fact check this guy for me.
Gonna get fucking zucked.
I'm telling you, man. I don't know if I don't think I talked to you about this, but I had a 80,000 reach just not that long ago. But you remember how I had that 30-day restriction? It was my only restriction ever, by the way. It was literally for sharing a meme that had been shared like 12,000 times. Well, ever since then, like, it doesn't show me my reach anymore. Like, I cannot see my reach. Yet, still monetized, shows all my other stuff. And my engagement versus how it was before was, it's like an 80% decrease with engagement since. It's only been 3 weeks since I was restricted. But that was my only time ever having been restricted. It was for something stupid. Like, it was literally for sharing a meme. I didn't say anything that was offensive or negative or anything, but I mean, that's incredibly important when you're working with something like what we're doing, and I cannot figure out why. Like, I made a post saying, like, if anybody could like or comment this so I can see how many people this is actually reaching with engagement. There's 4 people on it. Makes no sense. On average, before that, I would have, like, on a halfway decent post, have, like, 40 to 50 people on it, on average. And so, like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I can't see the algorithm, but, like, something doesn't add up, and I cannot figure out what it is.
That's not bullshit.
It's absolute bullshit. And I also tried to, reach out about that restriction 3 times. Like, you can, like, fight it, essentially. And, like, I sent stuff back about that, and they declined it all 3 times. It was literally a meme that got shared 12,000 times. There was nothing offensive about it. It was like when people were sharing about Jeffrey Dahmer, so it was a funny thing they added in there about, I forget what it was, but it wasn't even like, it wasn't anything negative or bad or offensive or, I mean, there were so many memes about that stuff, like putting it in the TV. Like, we made a Game Junction one. Like, Lucas made a Game Junction podcast one. Like,
I still see memes about it to this day.
Yeah, and it makes no sense. I mean, there's nothing whatsoever negative or offensive about it. So I just don't get it when I see, like, literally half-naked women on Facebook sharing in, like, reels. Not even reels, lives. I've seen, like, lives pop up of women, like, showing the side of their nipples, like, pulling their thing just over it, and, like, just, like, crazy shit. And I'm thinking...
Double standard, man.
What is going on here when we're building something and the account that we have that's related to anything that we're doing has the highest reach, highest followers? Like, you're taking away a huge chunk from something somebody's doing. There's people that, I mean, they do this for a full-time living, and like, there's one thing they find that's against their views or beliefs, like, they're screwed, and that's not cool. It's not cool in, like, so many ways. It's not cool, like...
Yeah. I mean, they don't care.
They really don't. They got enough money that would never affect them, so... I just got to my first Pokemon Center, so... This is the weirdest Pokemon Center I've ever seen. It's outdoors. If you can... I don't know if you're on there, but yeah, it's an outdoors Pokemon Center. And we can finally get the multiplayer. Fuck yeah. See the link option. Happy to be of service and welcome to the Pokemon Center. I'm here to keep everyone's Pokemon healthy.
Doubtful.
It's literally an outdoors Pokemon Center. Here on my left is the Pokemon... Oh, it's a Pokemon Center and a link station. All outdoors.
Wait, poor? Were we Amish now?
I don't know. They can't afford buildings anymore, apparently.
How much development cost?
You can tell with this game, that's for sure. I hate to say that, man. I really, really hate to say that. One of my favorite series of all time. So. Catch 'em all. Tony said catch 'em all. I'm a Delta.
What the fuck? That doesn't make sense. Did you?
We were talking about alphas and betas. He said he was a Delta.
It's not a thing. It reminds me of seeing some stupid videos. I don't know where they were from, but it's like these chicks playing like, yeah, I'm the wolf pack, and then they're like all on the ground like pretending to wolf to some stupid song. It looks bad.
I'm a wolf. Is that what you said?
Yeah, they're acting like they're actual fucking wolves or dogs or some shit. It's so.
What the fuck?
It is,
bro. Oh my god, that reminds me. Have you seen about the Whitakers? Do you know about them? The inbred family?
I probably would have heard about them.
Well, there's a lot of videos about them now. They do like frequent check-ins for. Hold on. Oh my god, dude! I'm telling you what. I started watching one and I must have fell asleep on it because I started just listening to it. Dude, just all you gotta see is like 5 minutes of this to get what I'm talking. Not even that to get what I'm talking about. Dude, this is the most bizarre thing ever. I mean, like, there's a guy. There's 5. I can't remember. There's 4 or 5 of them, and it's an inbred family. So they're they're inbred. Well, the one guy, all he can do is bark like a dog, literally like a dog. Like, he can't speak words or nothing. And it's the most insane thing I've ever seen. And there's like, the first one was from like 6 or 7 years ago, and he's done like follow-ups either like 6 months or yearly or whatever. And there's a new one that just went up at the end of October, so just here recently. Well, I sent you the one that's like like the first one, I believe. I think it's the very first one. But yeah. One guy barks like a dog, like a whoop, whoop, whoop. That's all he can do. And the other guy goes, "Arr, arr." No words, like literally no words come out. And it's like the most bizarre thing. There's only one of them that can actually like hold a conversation. And even her, she's like, she's
not all there.
She's just definitely 100% not all there. But like the theory, I guess, there's been like videos like talking about it. is that like they've been an inbred family for like 6 or 7 generations, and that's the reason that it's like gotten to the point that it's at. And like he did a video, the one at the end of October, it was like 29th, so it was literally just a few weeks ago. They went to Walmart for the first time, and I'm talking like the one that could speak is like almost, it's like 72 or 73 years old. The first time she's been to a Walmart. They've lived in the same trailer their entire lives. Yeah, dude. I mean, it's like, and of course, you know, following like what everybody says, they live in West Virginia. So like, it's just like the most bizarre. Like, it's almost disturbing. It's actually very disturbing to watch. Like, I actually like get like kind of like, I'm like, oh my god, this like, people are like, it actually like disturbs me. I'm like. But you just like gotta see it. Like I've never seen anything like it in my life. The guy just barks. He barks to you. If you talk to him, like he can hear what you're saying, but all he can do is bark. He can reply to you, but it's a bark. And you see like a slight shake of the head to kind of try to get that he's answering your question, yes or no or whatever. But it's like, it's bizarre, man.
Christ.
Scary shit. I'm like, oh. Listen, don't look at your brother or sister like that. Like I'm telling you, you don't want it. Like it's, oh my god. Pressing the R button is a quick and easy way to tell your lead Pokemon. All right, buddy, let's go. I love that they bring in the "Let's Go" games, like literally with the exclamation part. I'm gonna take a picture of that. It's hilarious. They're promoting their next game. I'm calling it right here. They're promoting their next game. It's a Let's Go Generation 2 game. When
yeah, that sounds right.
No, I'm like legit predicting it right now. When your Pokemon is low on energy, which happens when its HP is low, it won't be able to go exploring on its own. So if your Pokemon gets weak, try to heal it up with potion. When your Pokemon starts a battle while exploring on its own, you won't need to give any orders. It can battle on its own with auto battles, meaning that you can keep searching the area for new discoveries while watching over it nearby. Really? That hasn't happened yet. Auto battles will be decided by the strength and the types of the Pokemon in the battle, so keep that in mind when you're choosing which of your Pokemon to send out on its own. Okay, I mean, I like that, but doesn't replace being able to just throw your Pokeball at Pokemon at all, but we'll see. That could be cool. I have to literally run into every single Pokemon to get HP. Interesting. I wonder how that'll... Oh my god. I hope you're watching the stream right now. See this person moving at 3/4 of a millisecond in the background. It's so bad. You can literally see the Pokemon, like I walk away. Cuts in. Right there. Cuts in. Cuts out. Cuts in. Cuts out. You see that? The wallpaper? Yeah, that's... I mean, that's just... I do desperately hope that we get, like, a major update for this. And, yeah, I mean, even if it came in a few small updates, I feel like I'll probably be playing it long enough to where it could affect my gameplay. But, like... the people deserve better, man.
No, they don't.
Like, really? You don't think so? Like, are you being joking or...
like, yes and no.
Alright, so let's hear the non-joking part, because I can't comprehend that.
I mean, they're gonna pay for. They're gonna buy it and play.
Yeah, but does that make it better for you? No, I mean that does nothing for you, right? Look, I could literally walk on half this wall. I was just doing it. Hold on. Look at this. Can you see me on stream right now doing this?
Yeah.
Look at this. What is going on with life?
I mean, you can probably do that in real life.
Absolutely, you can do it in real life, but this is a Pokemon game, and it doesn't take physics into consideration.
I mean, it does. They got a phone animation. They don't let you stay on there very long.
No, because I'm glitching right through the. Okay, you're not supposed to get on here at all.
It's not accurate. Zero
game for. Look at that. Look. Hold on. Look. Let's see.
My day is ruined.
My day is ruined. My foot went through the wall. I couldn't walk all the way on top of the wall. I
My
hate Game Freak.
disappointment is immeasurable.
I'm absolutely hate this game. I could not walk across the wall ledge. That's a cool Tauros. Is that the one from Sun and Moon, or is that a shiny? That's a black one. That's pretty dope, dude.
I don't know what all the shinies look like, so I can tell you.
I don't think that's a shiny. I've never seen.
Dude,
I was watching this video earlier. This guy's already gotten 67 shinies in this game. How?
Yeah, I think the shiny odds are broken as fuck.
They gotta be, right? Because, I mean, like, I played
like,
through
normal
all the regular mainline Pokemon games. I think I only ever got one shiny. It was a Meryl. That's it.
I mean, you could theoretically get just really lucky RNG, but I mean, like, normal shiny RNG is like 1 in 4,096 or something close to that.
I think it changes per game, but yeah, it's
not changing that much. It's
like Let's Go. I've got like 6 or 7, so it's
yeah. But in Let's Go, you got like if there's mechanics to like chain to get shinies relatively easily, but like in a standard game like he did, like the odds of just getting one are astronomically small, like full odd shinies.
There's got to be something behind that, right? Somebody getting that many shinies already, or is like literally just probably, don't have a life? It's got to be something behind it.
The game's not been out long enough. It's probably broken. Like there's probably some.
I sure hate to hear that, because you know what? I'm so stupid. I didn't even recover at the Pokemon Center, and now my Pokemon's dead. I wanted my partner Pokemon. Oh my god, I'm so stupid.
Just scurry on back to the. Oh, now you get more.
I'm going to. Oh, I got 2 Lechonks in here. I didn't even realize that. I definitely ain't trying to have double chonks. Bro, I ate you for breakfast. Get out of here.
That's not healthy.
Eating bacon?
Yeah.
You don't eat bacon?
It's not healthy to eat all the time.
Oh, are you? I don't eat it every. Bro, I probably have bacon once a month. I was joking.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude. Bacon? Are you a man?
Nah, I eat it once a day.
About to say, bro.
I don't know. I think I had bacon like a week or 2 ago.
I will reveal this on here because I haven't announced this at all. But I've been invited to join in on another podcast that I'm going to be able to promote Game Junction on, and it's literally called Dads with Bacon. And it's some good stuff.
You'll wear a bacon t-shirt?
I don't. But they are connected. They are going to be, they're like a podcast network. So there's like multiple podcasts that are under them. So one I'm going to be doing is for like gaming, entertainment, like all forms of media. And they also have like a sports one, which I'm not going to do because I just don't have the time to keep up with sports. But and the only thing I would keep up with is college football or like hockey or something. But I don't have the time to watch the games. But anyway, yeah, like a podcast network essentially, and yeah. It's going to be pretty cool. Be able to promote Game Junction, our podcast. That's why I'm going to do it. I don't know how I'm going to fit it in yet, but I'll figure out some way, I guess.
For the advertising opportunity?
I mean, it's that too, and then just building both. Yeah, it's connections, and they've got connections with other people that I don't have connections with, and it's just a growing opportunity. Like there was another podcast opportunity, which I do have one I'm going on, but it's not until January. A relatively large podcast, but I don't think I'm allowed to say anything about that yet. But that's just going on as a guest, and then it'll be a promotion opportunity. That's straight promotion for Game Junction, so that'd be pretty cool. Hey, charge. Let's get rid of. It's literally the same. Power and accuracy, so let's just get rid of ground, so I suck at using defensive moves. Alright, now I gotta go back to the Pokemon Center. So does this not have experience share, or I haven't...
It looked like it was automatic.
Okay. Add to your party, let's get rid of Let's get rid of this. Nope, this Lechonk. I was gonna say they've been doing experience share for a while now, so
Yeah.
since like what, like X and Y.
Yeah, I think so. Like the automatic.
Yeah.
I mean, they've had XP shares since the original.
Well, yeah, but you had to add an item.
Yeah, and it was only for like one Pokemon.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it just helps not have to do because without the XP share, it's
I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Yeah, that grind is just too much for me, like it used to be.
Go back and play the older games. You're like, fuck, I gotta like constantly swap out Pokemon.
I went back and played Red in 2018. I was like, dude. Like, I love these games, but man, the time commitment to have to do that to every single individual Pokemon is just rough.
To be fair, though, you could just like, you just get like a like an Abra. If you can get like somehow get like an Alakazam and just use that, you can sweep with just an Alakazam like the whole game.
What do you mean?
Because Psychic's broken as fucking Gen 1. There's no weakness.
Oh yeah, in Gen 1 for sure.
You could just like use like one Psychic type Pokemon and just over level it and just one shot like fuck most everything.
I mean, I think that's what I always did was with Alakazam, and even that was sort of the case, not exactly, but kind of the case with Ruby and Sapphire, and I always did that with Gardevoir, and that is why. Because to this day, Gardevoir is my favorite Pokemon.
Even in Gen 3, you had dark type moves and stuff and dark type Pokemon, but there's so few moves in Pokemon that know them. It doesn't have. There's not a whole lot of weaknesses. Plus, I think the Elite Four doesn't really cover dark type that much.
Once they introduced Fairy and some of the other,
it became like the first two Gen
more balanced.
Gen 3 Psychic was much more balanced, but even in Gen 2, but the first two Gen Psychics still relatively broken even through Gen 2.
I'm not saying it's broken in Gen 3, but it's still like
not like it was in Gen 1.
Not like that. But it was still to where, like, every run I did with Ruby and Sapphire separately was Gardevoir was always my main. And, like, I don't think I had any trouble with the Elite Four. I had really any trouble with anything. Like, I could leave Gardevoir to last.
As long as you don't run into, like, any dark type or dark moves, like...
Which is, it's rare as shit anyway, really. I mean...
Even in Gen 3, yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, fuck. I remember, how, like, even today, when I went back and played... like Red, Blue, and Yellow last year. God, Sabrina's such a pain to get through that game.
Yeah. 100%.
You have to be so over leveled when you fight her, or it's such a nightmare.
That's why I told you I'm so used to going through all those games, not skipping a single wild battle, that like I always did that, and I did that up to Brilliant Diamond. I told myself, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. Here's the reason why. It's becoming a drag, and it feels like a chore to do it at this point. So I'm like...
But you don't need to.
You don't really have to with that game. No, you don't really have to, but like I is so accustomed to doing that with every Pokemon game that like... I was like, at this point, I'm like, listen, I'm not going to play a Pokemon game if I have to battle every single... You know what I mean? It wasn't really a wild encounter in Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, but so often I would literally just walk into the Pokemon ever so slightly, and it was essentially a wild encounter at that point. That it wasn't, it didn't work the same way that like Sword and Shield did it, where like the avatar or whatever you want to call it for that Pokemon was bigger because it was in a different style than like Brilliant Diamond, because that was done by a different team. That was done by an entirely different team, so...
Yeah. But you can, like, completely avoid... If you're careful, you can completely avoid wild encounters.
In Sword and Shield, yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, you can in Brilliant Diamond, too, but sprites are so much smaller. You can barely walk into them. It's essentially the same exact thing as a wild encounter. That's what it felt like to me, so...
But even with Brilliant Shine, the BDSP, just walking through grass can instantly...
The BDSM? Is that what you said?
No, BDSP.
Oh, I was like, what? I've never heard anybody initialize it before.
Most people do, because it's just a lot to talk. Same thing with Oras, Mega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. It's a lot to type out. Because even with Sword and Shield, like even the counter, it's got like rustling grass, like just walking through grass isn't automatically like in Lost
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it was different than Sword and Shield. And, like, it's the way that you would want it to be now in 2022 with Sword and Shield and this, even the way it's doing it in this. Like, it's doing it right. You can choose whether to do that, but if you walk into the Pokemon, it does start it. So
yeah, with the newer games, like as long as you hit the trainer battles, you'll be like leveled enough with the XP share and how many trainers you're gonna.
Yeah, it's entirely different. It's much easier, but I feel like that doesn't change things for post game and online for people at all. Like that doesn't mean it's going to be easier when you go online or do any post game stuff.
If you're gonna battle online, you're dealing with people that are like EV and IV max.
I just can't do that anymore, dude.
If you're not focusing on EVs and IVs and you go online, there's a chance you could have a type advantage. You still get swept. Like EVs and IVs are extremely important.
Super important. And I can get if like Pokemon's like your only video game, like that's all you do. I know people like that. That's all they play is Pokemon.
I mean, you're not going to do it forever because you're only doing it for whatever team composition, so you don't need to do it for every Pokemon. But even for one, there's so much breeding that goes into like EV and IV maxing and shit like that.
100%. I stopped doing that right after Diamond and Pearl. That was the last game I did any EVs and IVs for. Any of that stuff. That was the last game I ever did it for because like it's too much. It's just too much.
Unless you're like super into the competitive scene.
Like I can't even play half my Switch games because I don't have time. There's no way I can devote that much time to this game that, like, you know what I mean? And the same goes for Sword and Shield and Brilliant Diamond. If I had that time, absolutely. I love Pokemon, dude.
No, I couldn't. There's other games there to play. Like, I just play the story.
I love Pokemon, but I just can't, man. I just can't.
I'm just not.
But my hope is for this game, I even told Luke, I told everybody, I said, I hope that changes for this game. I hope that I get so into this game that I want to do deep post-game stuff because I miss that. Like, I miss having that for a game where I cared enough to spend all that time after the story of the game. Like, I hope that happens with this game. I do. Like, I miss having that, but chances are it's probably unlikely for me. Like I said, the last one didn't happen. Didn't happen with Sword and Shield. I beat everything up to the last DLC that came out for that game. Like I said, I got the expansion pass version, so I had everything on it. I did not finish that last part on that game. And maybe one time I'll go back to that and do that, but as of now, like, dude, I can't even get to the games that, like, there's a few games on my shelf that are sealed that I haven't even opened up yet. So, we'll see. You never know what time will bring. And I hope that one day I retire and I have time to play a bunch of games. Effective, not very effective. Lights. Hey, I finally got Bite. That's what's up. Are you seeing this, bro? You see the little flower petals there? Look at that.
I think I had other shit open. Was it fucking crying?
No, it's just like a. You see the grass, but the flower petals are. It's not like a. It's not like a normal like retro pixelated. It's like this weird shadow masking pixelation to where like it looks like it was meant to be on a CRT TV, but it's not. I don't know how to explain it, dude.
No, they just fucked up.
Yeah, I desperately hope that we do get some patches for this game. You know, if anything in the world deserves patches, like it's probably the #1 franchise in the world, right? Like if there's any game out there that deserves it, probably the one that's selling more than anything else in the entire world. But like we both stated, it's also the one that doesn't need to. So, they are going to sell their game whether they do or not. And that is sad, but that is how it is. What is this Pokemon? What the heck is that thing? What is that? It's a Shroodle. What the shit is that? What's with his eyeballs, bruh? I don't like the way it's looking at me, dude. I don't like it. It's looking at me all weird. Oh!
Oh, that's fucking creepy. Dude,
that is very creepy. That is like, it's got a giant nose with, I guess that's just his mouth because it's got teeth in the front? Like what the shit is that? Oh, I better go back and catch it. What the? Alright, that is a design I do not support. What is that thing?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
It's like a ghost Groundhog.
So stupid.
Pretty stupid. I don't know if it's more stupid than... Oh, I got Strudel though. Registered. Strudel's... Look at that. Alright, let's read about this Pokemon. See Strudel's summary. It says... This Pokemon is pretty brave by nature. At this... It doesn't tell me, like, the summary of it. Where's the Pokédex entry? You don't get a Pokédex entry anymore? It tells me this Pokemon is pretty brave by nature. That's it.
If you want to
we first met. It tells me when we met, and it likes to run. What kind of fucking Pokédex entry is that, dude? What the shit?
You're under memories.
Bro.
There it is.
Though usually a mellow Pokemon, it will sink its sharp, poison-soaked front teeth into any that anger it, causing
you can't read for shit.
Paralyzing the object of its ear. It's 1.5 pounds.
It's not ear, it's ire, you fucking inbred fuck.
Wow, dude, I didn't. Thanks. I don't even know what to say to that, except I found another new Pokemon called a Shrovakit. That's not new. That's not new.
Fucking English.
Bro.
Ear. Nah, man, it's ire.
Right.
Ear doesn't make sense.
Pronounce this Pokemon's name, please, for me.
I don't fucking know how it's pronounced. It's not an English word.
Okay.
It's
Thanks. Thanks. And you said ear. Let me know how every day
It's an actual word in the English.
Ire. Alright, so explain the meaning of ire. Because
I said irritated. I don't fucking know the exact definition, but that's like the general thing. Like, my anger, my upsetness. Someone.
So, like, their mood or, like, type
Something
of thing.
like that.
Okay, I got you.
Mood, attention.
I legitimately don't think I've heard somebody use that in, like, a phrase or a sentence, but... I mean, that makes sense. English spelled word, so...
The plans provoked the... that's not the actual definition.
About to say, we talking about planes? We talking about...
Petty...
It stores berries in its cheeks when there are no berries to be found. Squovit will stuff pebbles in their cheeks to stave off its cravings. Alright.
Fucking squirrel.
Yeah, no, essentially a squirrel.
Ire, it's related to anger. Petty,
that's what I said, like a mood, like a disposition.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That makes sense. I think I have heard that, like, medieval, like type text and descriptions in Demon Souls or something. But...
And it's still used today, just not as often as it used to, like 50 years ago.
Usually, like, with versions stuff. Stuff like that, or... Yeah? No?
I don't know. It's like, I pay attention to what she said.
My bad. I said it's usually used with, like virgins and stuff. Oh my god! I have to fight another youngster. Look at this. Alright, just look. Look, I'm gonna screenshot this too, so we got this later.
You tried to throw a Pokeball at a person.
I did. Let me show you this awesome looking Pokemon I just caught. So my stream must be pretty coordinated now with that low latency. When she said that, because like I can... The difference from OBS to my TV is non-existent, but that's because it's HDMI to HDMI. But from OBS to the stream must not be more than like 2 seconds, because you said that as soon as I was doing it.
I assume it's somewhere like 3 to 5 seconds, somewhere in there.
Dude, it can't be even 5 seconds. So when you said that, I was literally just did that. That's good then. That means that low latency is working, so that's a good thing. That's what we want. We'll be able to interact with like what we're saying with the stream to coordinate with what we're doing. So.
Yeah, I mean there's lag, but not enough where anybody's gonna notice because you're not
see
like, talking and watching.
What is one of the biggest advantages of the new Elgato is that it has VRR, but you gotta have VRR on your TV. My TV, that is the only thing is missing to cover like all of the, I don't know if you've seen like checkmark boxes before since you don't have a Series X, but if you like pull it up, there's a list and it tells you whether Your system is compatible with your TV. That is the only thing that's not check marked off on my TV. And what that'll do from your stream will have a below middle second lag with your stream. The VRR will.
Or like I don't know what the VR. I don't even have HDR on my fucking TV.
Well, the newest Elgato, like the one that I have is like 2 models behind, but it has the VRR is variable low latency, and then it also has the built-in. It's not pass-through. Pass-through is where it's like not showing it, but it can use it from your TV. So like it doesn't have pass-through. It has active ray tracing and active HDR. So those aren't like just passing through. They're actually showing it into your stream. And those 3 things are like the big reasons to have like the newest one. But the variable low latency can have your stream like under half a millisecond time wise. Just wild. Now also will actually show, like this one won't show. It has pass through HDR, but it doesn't show HDR. So like on my computer, it looks better. Like I can see my laptop here, and then my TV. It looks better on my laptop because it's showing the HDR, but on my TV, I'm sorry, it's showing on my TV. But on my laptop, it doesn't show the HDR, but it does show the ray tracing because that's active. So it's like all this shit. And there's other stuff also. Like it also has like 4 HDMI ports, so you can like do like 2 in, 2 out. And then also offers like a slot just for like the RetroTink, so it'll do like an AV slot, like to have not like a pass-through but an active AV on it. It's wild.
Yeah.
Like,
I know, it sounds dope.
Yeah, it's crazy, but it's also $400.
Yeah,
it's for sure expensive. But yeah, that RetroTink for sure. With that, as soon as I'm able to get that in here. Can use all the retro stuff, and like with the GameCube setup, I'll be able to record like the game footage straight from that. So hop it. Let's see, level 7. The wild hop it failed. Pathetic. I know. That was kind of pathetic, I'm not gonna lie.
I guess they're fun.
It was a little bit silly. Oh, a side up. Cool. So how do I change my... Oh, you can do it. Okay, camera app. You can start up the camera app, press the down button. Alright, it's like Game Freak. Game Freak's like, hey, take pictures of everything that we suck at doing. You have the camera app open, press the Y button to flip the camera around. That's kind of cool. Press it again to return to normal. When you want to take fancy or funny photos, try pressing the left or right buttons to change filters. Where does that hop it back?
Oh yeah, because you take like fucking selfies and shit.
Yeah, that's apparently what it says. Let's see what it does when I try to... There's no Pokemon around me though. Oh, yeah, there is. There's a what's it called? A Lechonk? Oh look, you can change the angle and everything, bro. That's sick as fuck.
You can do like
How do I take the picture? It didn't actually tell me how to shoot the picture. Oh, you set the... Alright, never mind. Stupid now. Alright, so you just hit the screenshot button. It says you can change that. That's wild, I like that. Bro, that's like Facebook. That's like a profile picture worthy, dude.
What is it?
Hold on, I'll show you. Like this, right there, like that. That's like profile picture worthy. The Lechonk's not moving, it's just like, hey man, I like taking pictures.
You have this most indifferent face.
I know, yeah, it's just like, my character does not care. Yo, dude, like, no fucks given, right? Point camera.
Yeah, right.
I don't know, man. That might be a profile picture right there, for real. I love Lechonk. He's my favorite Pokemon of all time. You know what I mean?
It's a fucking lie.
It's the biggest lie I've ever told in my life.
Yeah, I know.
Look at that! He just put his ears up for me. Put your ears up again, big dog. Oh yeah, right there. Got it. Alright. Profile picture worthy. Can I fight? Can I do a double battle right here? I bet not. Watch. Bet not.
Probably not.
No, of course not. Game Freak doesn't care about me. My Pokemon's about to die. I gotta learn how to say his name. Fuecoco?
Fueco?
Is it Fueco? It says C-O-C-O, so it would be a Fuecoco?
I don't fucking... Don't ask me, I don't know.
Might have to look up a YouTube video on how to pronounce names, apparently.
Put it in Google text to or something.
Should I do it, though, for real? I'll do it right here on stream.
I mean, you can if you want to.
What's it called? Google what? Text to speech?
Yeah, something like that.
Alright. Google text to speech. Alright. Text to speech. Lifelike speech synthesis. Alright, try it free. New customers get $300 and free credits to spend on text to speech. Bro, you're a crack.
Just go into Google Translate, it's the same shit.
Is it? Alright.
Yeah.
Google Translate. Dude, they're wild them, bro. $300 in credits. Yeah, weird. Alright, let's enter text. Wait. I mean, is Google really going to know since it's a Pokemon? It's like not a real.
Probably not.
Let's try it. Camera speech. Camera speech? That's not what I want, dog. Just tell me that.
Fuecoco. Fuecoco. Fuecoco.
Fuecoco. Hold on.
Fuecoco.
Fuecoco. Fuecoco.
So stupid.
Fuecoco.
It's gonna evolve
So it's
eventually.
Fuecoco. But is it really though? Is that the way Game Freak intended the name to be said? Like, does Google really know? Probably not.
I'm pretty sure his English name is nothing like the Japanese name.
They don't do separate names anymore.
I would be skeptical of that.
They don't do different Japanese names for Pokemon anymore. I stopped that in like X and Y.
I mean, yeah,
Do you remember when they had like different names for like the first 151? They were entirely different. They don't do that anymore. They might be pronounced different, but they don't do like different names anymore. They just do like universal Pokemon names. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, in a sales standpoint, that kind of makes sense. Like, they probably should have never done that.
It doesn't really matter because in sales standpoint, like it's a completely different alphabet.
I mean,
So if they were different, nobody would know if you don't know both languages.
sure, but those Japanese names still translate to something, and those are what we were
Not
all seeing.
exactly that.
I mean, yeah.
That chonk, there's no way that doesn't. It doesn't work in Japanese.
So let's, like, I'll literally just look up his name, just like confirm that. Let me see, like, if there's anything that. Like,
I'm sure there's some translation changes that actually happen.
Lechonk. It comes up Lafat. Lechonk, Japanese. Lafat and Lechonk. So, like, their name would translate to Gorton, but the name is still Lechonk. So it'd be like that's the direct translation from there. I mean,
but it's still technically different.
Still technically different, yeah. I mean, I guess in that, yeah. It's
There's
still.
there's no way to get around that because you're using a different the base level
Well, I mean, I know a good bit of kanji, but outside the other two that I was supposed to study, I know kanji. Like I might have 1/4 level. I feel like had I been trying to study it again, because I talked to you about.
Was it kanji or was it the hiragana and katakana?
Kanji. That's what it's been showing me in the app.
Why would you start with kanji?
I think like a manga based level I put in as far as like you can put in like a reading, speaking, writing type thing where it shows kind of all three languages. What?
Yeah, but you should be starting with like hiragana, then katakana before you even really dig into kanji.
I don't know. I'll send you the app that I've been using.
As you learn hiragana and katakana, you learn the base vocabulary because kanji's like completely. It's different. It's weird.
To be honest with you, man, I can't tell you. I started looking over stuff probably way before I graduated. Probably like 2008 when I got interested in caring about anything Japanese.
Yeah.
So like it was just like kind of on a low level then, but I was always like super into it because Japan has like always been my dream to go to forever.
Oh, yeah,
so I wanted to study everything from. Originally, I wanted to be able to import Japanese games and Japanese manga. Like there's a reason I did it.
No, I'm just saying like every time you learn anything, it's gonna start you out with hiragana first. As you learn the base vocabulary, base pronunciation, stuff like that, then it transitions to the katakana.
I'll send you what I'll send you what I've been. Are you using something to learn stuff now, or actively
There's apps for supplemental. There's online stuff. There's books. There's a.
Yeah, I've used Duo Speak is one that I've used before.
You gotta use multiple resources to learn.
Oh, for sure, dude. I started on literally a Java-based page, trying to learn stuff, just like consistently repeating stuff and printing stuff out to.
Pretty much, you're essentially just learning the base vocabulary with the base.
But kanji still works. I mean, it makes sense to try to learn that. It's not
it's the hardest of all three. Like realistically, by the time you're moving into,
it's a combination of the other two.
Nah,
right?
Yes and no.
It is. Well,
because
I mean,
the Japanese vocabulary uses all three with it.
It does, and kanji's kind of a. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like it for a native Japanese person to learn all three, like they're just naturally going to learn those. So like the characters
but even
are
like
going to be different to them.
Even when going from like English to Japanese, you're still going to learn because essentially it makes it easy. You learn with the hiragana and then kind of the katakana because each character translates to one of the base phonetics as well. So you kind of learn those in sequence. Now, obviously, you're going to learn full sentences and sentence structure in hiragana and then kind of katakana, just to kind of get the how the vocabulary, the sentence structure works. And you're going to learn a lot of vocabulary that's not written in it, but it's just easier to get a base understanding of the language, the base vocabulary, because there's a whole complexity with katakana characters. Because the thing is, like, depending on the context and the sentence...
Sometimes they're not used at all in, like, a speaking term.
One kanji could have 3 or 4 different meanings based on what it's used in a sentence.
Right. It's actually, like, when I was studying, it was actually used as, like, a lot of slang type things, or, like, what we would call here, like, I don't know what you would call, like, I don't know, somebody says, oh, that's a lit type of thing, whatever that would be described as, like a,
Yeah, that's like the worst thing you could get into when you're learning the languages, like
I mean,
slang.
yes and no. Yeah, but slang would be...
It's good to know, but you need to know the base level stuff before...
Yeah, I do agree with that. If you're like
if you don't know how to...
Especially if you're a traveling person, right? If you're not
if you don't know the right time and place how to say certain things, you're going to come off... I mean, they're going to know you're a foreigner and just excuse it.
But the good thing of that is that me and you are both moving to Japan, so right? So it's... I mean, we're going to learn it all, correct?
I've been kind of on and off just because of my schedule, but I've read it. I've taken some classes, and I kind of have I don't know the language, but I have a base idea of how it's kind of used. That makes sense.
I mean, I have the base idea too, man. I've went through doing the base on all three, but like what I've landed on doing Duolingo was like pretty much kanji with a. I mean, it was still a mix of stuff, but it was kind of showing the kanji as a. It would come up with like a.
Duolingo is like should be like a supplement for like other resources. Like you should be using like what colleges would use for textbooks, apps. Duolingo is like kind of that, and then other resources as well. Like you gotta, if you like self-learning, you gotta like put a lot of time into.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. I understand that for sure. That makes sense. Like, just saying what I have studied as of recent. Like, I haven't studied like actively studying like want to try to do anything since like probably like 2015.
It's like a hard limit of what you can actually learn.
I got my first review code. Well, I'll just say this. I got my first review code for a Japanese exclusive Wii U game in 2015. So I did a review for that. Essentially, I had to skip through the story, but I wanted to learn.
That's like a good supplement. Like as you start learning stuff, playing games, just to be able to read and absorb it. I guess the problem with being in the U.S. is there's only so much you can absorb. And you can't really speak it all that much because of just location. So a lot you
can't practice speaking it like actively.
Living in the U.S. is a hard limit on how far you can really go with the language, but it can get you far enough to where if you ever start living over there, you can then have a base to continue to build on top of.
Right.
Just from what I understood. So you can kind of build up a base vocabulary, understanding of reading and writing, and hopefully a base level of speaking, and then once you go over there, continue to take classes, and then you can like fully absorb yourself, because then you can completely devoid yourself of like the English option essentially.
I sure hope you clip this stream because
I don't wonder what the fuck you were doing.
Just being funny. I'm listening to you though the whole time. I absolutely agree with all that. Yeah.
I guess like a good decent measuring as far as like a base understanding is the JLPT test. Though even if you were to get the N1, which is like the highest, that's gonna fall short of where you need to be. But it's a good measurement as far as like your grasp of the language.
It's a good like. I saw a video. Do you remember me telling you about the Japanese vlogs guy that I've watched for probably like 15 years at this point? Did I send you that guy? The vlogger? Yeah. Okay. So. He started, and like his suggestion from the beginning, and I've watched all the way from what he had, which is like only maybe 2 years before I started watching, all the way up to what he had at the present. And I watched him till like 2016 till he just disappeared. Like I told you that, and then apparently he reappeared on YouTube. But essentially, like his suggestion for where he lived, which was, oh god, let me think. It was still a big city, but was it Tokyo? It was I think it was called maybe Akari. It was still like a sort of a major city, but it was it was still like a major city, but it like not at the same time. He said like for him learning, and this is why I did what I've done like in like 2018 when I went back to try to like off and on like look at stuff again, trying to learn a little bit. Is that he said learn the Japanese street language, because communicating with your everyday people were more important than communicating with like traditional Japanese. And like he started also like being with manga, video games, and anime. Like that was his start. And the reason that he moved to Japan was that he wanted to be closer to what he loved, and he ended up marrying a Japanese woman, has 3 half Japanese children. Like he, full-fledged living in Japan forever. Got a dual citizenship, and but that's what he said. Like for his area, learning the Japanese street language was more important than learning anything traditional.
I guess it depends on like what you would do for a job then. Because from a lot of people that you talk, it's like you need to know how people talk in everyday situations. And what
he worked at just a reference, he worked at an arcade for 4 years when he was.
Yeah, that makes sense. If he was working at like a more
Sega arcade,
company, if he was working at an actual company, he would probably use more traditional. But for most people, say it's like what you're going to learn in a textbook isn't like how people actually talk. You need to like. And there's other sources, like you can listen to like Japanese podcasts, YouTubers, and kind of get an understanding of that. But that it's important to have that base level of what's in that book because it's a good base of like somewhat proper Japanese, and then you just build on top of it. It just builds that a good foundation to then build on top and kind of branch out. Because most people don't know where to start, so you kind of use a more structured way to start to kind of get your foundation built, and then you can kind of go from there. What I say most people recommend. But it's
right.
Like, this is a good foundation as far as like sentence structure, vocabulary. You're good. The conversations are kind of unrealistic, but it's good information to know. And then as you build your base, build good habits for the proper English, then you can start, reading manga, watching Japanese television shows, watching actual Japanese people talk through like YouTube interactions or stuff like that, podcasts. And then you can kind of use that like, okay, I can understand based off this and how they're actually interacting with the situation and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, I know.
Until you have that base, you don't want to start with like a bad habit to build from, essentially. But I mean, what he was saying, I would agree with.
Yeah, I see both points. I guess where like his area that he was speaking about, like he came in there like just him, so he wasn't in there with like, somebody he was meeting or like planning on anything. So I guess like for his area it made sense, and his job it made sense. So like, hey, learn the Japanese street language / slang / everyday speak before like the reading and the like traditional other two forms of Japanese characters and anything.
What I've seen a lot of people say is don't just learn like the speaking. It's like you need to learn the reading, writing, and the speaking all together, because then it just builds a stronger foundation for like a lot of stuff you can do. That way, because it's one thing to speak it, it's another to like be able to read and understand it.
That makes sense, but I'll say this. As somebody that tried to start learning stuff in like 2010, that's the first time I ever looked into anything and like started doing stuff. Having 3 different characters for things is a little complicated.
Yes and no. I mean, it's not as bad because.
But we do it here, right? I mean, we have French words, we have Spanish names and words. We have like slang and.
I disagree. They're written the same way, and the pronunciations and a lot of stuff end up being
they're pronounced different with the same characters, right? That's the difference. With Japanese, you have 3 character sets, right? That's the problem with the Japanese language, right? So it doesn't make it like easy.
It has layered difficulty, but like the base grammar rules are much simpler. Like with the letter A has
Do you really think that? Yeah.
No, you know that the letter A has like 10 different pronunciations based on the word it's in.
In the English language?
The A in Japanese, like 90% of the time, is going to be pronounced the exact same way it's written. Like, there's far more rules.
All right, hold on. Stop right there. I'm not listening to you. What's the 10 pronunciations for A? Please tell me, because exactly. I can't think of more than 3.
But that's not the point. You look into a dictionary. There's
it kind of is though. That's the way I'm looking at it. Where like
it's not the same with that in Japanese phonetically.
Well, so here's the way that I see it. Like, if you're looking at the 3 character sets,
I'm not talking about the pronunciation. I wasn't even getting to the written version of it.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, I want to hear. Because it is entirely different from pronunciating to a written form to like a everyday form, right? I mean, what do you think on that? Like,
say it again.
Written and spoken, and I mean those can both bring like 3 different ways to say something, like a character. Like, say you're writing something. But you're writing like a name, or you're writing an object or a place. Those can still be pronounced differently in Japanese versus like what's spoken.
I guess it's not really. It would be written differently based on what you're writing, but it's phonetically going to be pronounced the same based on how, whether it's written in hiragana, katakana, or kanji, it's going to have the same pronunciation.
Yeah, I just don't feel like anything I've seen has said that. I guess I don't know. I mean, I've watched three, pretty solid. What do they call them? J-vloggers, I guess was their term. And when talking about things, man, I can't remember any of them saying it was like ever easy versus like the English language.
It's easy. I'm just saying like the getting the base pronunciation for words down is simpler in Japanese than in English. If you look at it from a vacuum space without having a base root in one.
So with that being said, like I've told you that like I've been looking again into kanji. I've got like a 60% on there. I'm like working on it. I do it twice a week. What would you say is better to start with? Because you can't select, but it tells me recommended kanji. Is what it tells me. So what's your like?
I start with and then most like school classes you take, you're gonna start like purely in katakana, and then transition over to hiragana. Just because it's a lot, when you're just learning the language, learning sentence structure, grammatic, just learning vocabulary, it's far more simplistic to just learn with one library at a time.
It's almost like a reading or speaking. It's like, this is the reading language, this is speaking language, this is the... Kinda.
You learn them both at the same... As you learn to read it, you're learning to speak it. But the problem with kanji is not only...
I'm looking at it like a foreigner's perspective, right?
Yeah, that's what the class do. But the problem is kanji is far more complex to look at and memorize and understand than hiragana, katakana. They're very basic characters. You can look at it and kind of understand what it is.
That's probably why the two things I've used, like I guess like app or website wise, have always been recommended for kanji, right? Right, because it's the easiest thing for like a foreigner to start with. Kind of.
Kanji's the hardest.
I mean, sort of, right?
You're essentially learning Chinese characters.
You're learning like a mix of Korean and Chinese characters, right? It's kind of a mix of all the three.
Kanji is directly stolen from the Chinese alphabet.
I don't know, man. Katakana, I have learned stuff from, is what I started with, I guess, just now. Like, I mean, this is like a way later. I mean, we're in 2022. Talking about, like, looking at this stuff in 2010 and having started, like, really caring in probably, like, 2011, 2012, maybe. Huge difference.
I mean, I haven't studied it in a few months, but I mean, I used to have like most of the katakana and all of the hiragana at one point memorized.
Really?
So a lot of that stuff, yeah, because it's just kind of just repeating it over and over. Like, well, and like,
can you send me what you're using? Like, what you were using?
If you really find, you can memorize all the base level katakana probably in about 2 weeks. And then the added phonetics to the katakana, I don't remember what it's called, but the ones where it's got the double and the circle to it, where it changes to a ta. Because those are just like slight changes, and I've kind of remembered like D to T and stuff like that. And then it kind of goes into the other stuff. But
right.
At least once you phonetically know the katakana, the hiragana is... No, it's hiragana, then it's katakana. The katakana... it's all phonetically the same. You just have to learn new characters for all the stuff.
Well, that's kind of sort of the problem, right? You have to learn a whole nother character alphabet, and at that point, it's like your third character alphabet. Just saying that you're coming from English.
Yeah,
so
but
like,
you don't have to relearn how to say the word. You just have to memorize a second character for it. But I mean,
that's not easy for everybody, man.
But the problem is, it's not always interchangeable because like katakana.
That's where kanji comes in.
No, katakana is used more for like names and foreign words. Hiragana is used for one thing, and kanji is used specifically for this other thing. So it makes sense in a sentence structure when you would use. God damn,
this game looks good in battle at points.
It's not like an open world.
Right. It's super good in battle at certain points, but then like other points, it's like, damn, it looks like that right there. That looks super good.
Don't worry. I'll come back in like 4 years and be like, I was totally wrong about this one thing.
Bonsley looked really good in battle for most of the time. Oh, shut up about 4. Bro, you better be playing this soon, dude. I literally got this to play with you and Lucas. That's it. I could have waited a long time to play this game. No, but you didn't. You didn't say that. You didn't. You said you were working on living decks. That doesn't mean anything to me.
I told you a few days ago, like I don't have a way to stream my console shit yet.
Bro,
I told you this a while ago.
No, listen.
Like I even said, hey,
you don't have to stream it. Hey, if we're getting content on the Game Junction, you with your voice in here is good enough. You've been established within here that you don't have to stream it separate. That doesn't mean anything. Your voice in here is good enough.
What's the issue?
There's no issue. There's no issue. Like,
now I'm just confused on why you brought it up in the first place.
It's a multiplayer-based game. I've already been able to access multiplayer. Like, you get the first 45 minutes in, you're good to go. Like, not even that. For me, it takes, like, you gotta count, like, triple for me, because I'm, like, checking messages and freaking promoting shit. And you can,
like, just
15 minutes, and you're probably able to get wireless for you, like, playing the online. Good.
I'm just trying to finish... Fuck, I slept. I'm just trying to finish my sword and shield.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you this. How about this? Oh, Scatterbugs is evolving. Oh my god, I got my first evolution. Let's go.
I'm sitting here.
Oh yeah, baby. Macho Man Randy Savage right here. I had to. Sorry.
You canceled evolution.
Did I really? Oh shit! No, I didn't.
You fucking canceled it.
Oh,
you dumbass.
My god.
You can't hit you can't hit like the B button when you're
I didn't mean to, dude. I was being Macho Man Randy Savage.
It should level up the next level.
God damn it. Alright, let me go use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back in a second, okay?
I don't know how you're still fucking awake.
Dude, I'm forcing myself at this point. Hold on.
It's already past fucking midnight for me. Jesus Christ. Come to think of it, you can't terrestrialize your Pokemon yet. What the fuck? Hey.
I'm back. My bad, dude.
Welcome back.
Grace is for some reason she's been waking up lately, and I don't know why. I walk out there, open up, and close the bathroom door, and she wakes up. Kids, right?
Apparently.
Children.
No experience. The wrong person to ask about that.
Anyway, it was fun to battle you. Here, have some revives as thanks. I'm gonna revive you, chick.
She looks pretty revived to me.
Yeah, she's pretty revived.
He's been taller than you, so you know.
You're not wrong, man. You are not wrong on that one. I will never claim to be tall, that's for sure. Did you know who messaged me the other day? A few weeks ago, I guess at this point, but Jacob messaged me a few weeks ago because he saw something we shared about. It was one of the clips or something. Saw you in it. He's like, I didn't know you guys still talked. I'm like, I don't know about all you guys, but I said me and Mark have definitely been the only ones that have kept up or anything like that. And apparently he's a personal trainer now in Columbus. I'm like, oh.
Pretty unique.
Not something I would have envisioned him as, but
Not really.
not really. No.
Whatever works for you, man.
It's like definitely not something I could have seen him doing, but man, dude, he's kind of jacked though. He's like he's jacked. But I thought that was funny because I think that's the first person in like the friend circle we would have had in at that point in time that's ever said anything. Kind of funny. I did. I was not friends with him. I can't remember if you were. I think you were because of Boy Scouts or something. I cannot remember. I definitely was not. I could never stand him.
I don't remember, to be honest. I don't remember a lot of stuff.
I saw Rusty. You were you the one that was friends with him, or was it Joey?
Probably both. I know I was, but it's been like a few years.
Oh, what a jackass, dude! I can't stand him. Never liked him, but
I think it's been like 5-6 years since I last saw him.
Yeah, I saw him not too long ago, but yeah, I never cared too much for him myself. Why is there no music in here again? I literally hear nothing but dead silence.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you about that.
It's just working. I don't get it.
Assume you did something.
I walked away. I mean, can you still hear me? Yeah? So the mute works. Can you hear me now?
Who are you talking to?
You.
I heard you this whole time.
Oh, hey. Let's see, my brother's in here.
I was confused for a second.
Yeah, I'm confused because I can't hear the game music again.
This could be super awkward.
Dude, it's so weird. It feels so weird to not hear any game audio. What the heck, dude?
What you would have done that would have changed anything?
I did nothing but walk away for a second. Hold on, let me switch to this, see if it does it if I go back.
Oh, this is an OBS issue again.
Dude, I don't know what's going on. All I did was the last time back out and back in. We got 4 peeps in here. Oh. I do not know, dude.
I don't know either.
It could be that I'm on the Facebook page at the same time? Probably not, but X out the browser. You know what? Oh well, I'm gonna roll with it right now. Mezagoza.
Nice.
It's been a big trade hub since a long time ago. Lots of folk come here to learn about advances in technology and all kinds of other stuff. Did Game Freak learn about advances in technology, or?
Obviously not.
Obviously not, right?
Wouldn't perform like shit at the very least.
Right. Perform like shit. I'll agree with that part, yeah. What do you want to see first, the hair salon or tasty food?
Obviously the hair salon.
Obviously, I did not pick the hair salon, but I probably should have, right? That's not going to change much for me with the food. God damn it. Yeah, I probably should have did that. I need my hair to be like Nemona's. Nemona's. All black with the green? Dude, I can get down with that all day. What are you talking about?
You turning me on already.
I hate you. That's what I'm saying, right? Turn you on already. That's all.
You fucking started.
Did I, though? You brought up the hair color, so... I don't know if I started it, but I can get down with it. Just be ready. The stairs up to school are no joke.
Bet they are.
Bro, they ain't joking around here with them stairs later, man. Get pumped for some terrestrializing? That's not a real word, so I don't know how to pronounce it, but...
Oh, fuck, I don't know.
Terrestrializing. That's what it said.
Just gonna stick with that.
I assume the point is that there's a shit ton of stairs right here that I'm about to go up. Like, I can see
There's
from
like-
the distance that there's so many stairs, it's like stupid. So,
It's like 50.
What?
It's less than 100.
Bro, there's like... There's 50 in this first two. Alright, ready? We're gonna count them all. One,
No, more than,
two,
like 3 flights of
3, 4. I'm not counting all those.
There's probably like 2 flights of stairs there total.
Bro, look at all the ones in the distance. There's 3 more flights there.
I was like,
Oh, right there's one. That's a flight. 4 count. Oh my god, 4 count as a flight. Then we got 4 more right here. Looks like.
what, 10 flights of stairs is not that much.
10 flights of stairs is not that much.
How out of shape are you?
How out of shape?
Yeah, man. You can't
I don't think there's anything in the U.S. I've ever had to walk up 10 flights for.
you
So
got
out of shape,
elevators and
yeah. I say I'm out of shape. Almost 30. Probably could be in better shape. I'll say that. I'm not like.
Don't you
nothing.
get it? If you join Team Star, you can shine as brightly as anybody.
I hate you.
Like as I was finishing,
Hey.
you already like it.
Listen, this guy's name is Grunt B. Literally his name. The other one is question mark.
See, he doesn't
Oh.
matter to the story.
Grunt A. Grunt A probably matters though. I guarantee it.
This fucking tits matter a whole lot.
Ooh. Should I help her out or walk away? I'm gonna let the Mr. Mark there tell me what to do.
Alright, walk away.
Walk away? I'm gonna walk away then. Well, shit. I don't think you can. It puts you back down. I don't think you can walk away.
You can't be a fucking
I
asshole.
think you can't be an asshole in this game. No assholes welcome. I think you watch, I'm gonna move up 2 more flights and it's gonna start. Yep.
I bet it didn't.
What the hell?
Walked up like 10
But you know
stairs.
what? It's no different than like the original games. Like you walk in a character, both walking a path. You try to walk it, it kicks you back 2 steps. So it's not a surprise at all.
You should go just to move around in the cutscene.
Yeah, I mean, like, come on, Game Freak. I thought this was like an open world game, bro. Look at that. What's she doing, bro? Chill out over there, Karen.
Yeah, kid, if you're Team Star, you'd be looking down from the top in no time.
God damn it! You keep.
Bro, where's
you can't
my-
read this. Click shit too fast.
Did I? I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I'm glad that it's like Hold on, give me like 2 seconds.
Oh yeah, now he's gonna walk away.
Oh, here it is. No. I didn't mean to. I'm glad that it's working where it's like close enough to the text. Like it is working pretty close to what I'm doing.
Keep watching that. God damn it.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry, dude. I did not mean to do that.
Just smash
I thought
it.
it didn't feel like I was smashing it. I thought I was getting it. All right.
By the time I see it, you probably would have already hit A.
Did you see that? Those are early text, but
Really.
alright, at least
Oh
it's
my
close
God.
enough to where it's like not something crazy. Oh my god, not again. This Pokemon is ridiculous. Come on. What were they thinking? Looks like an acid trip zombie.
Why did I do it wrong?
Strudel. Probably his name is Strudel, so wouldn't surprise me much. Ember. That thing is ugly. That's all I'm saying. That's one of the ugliest Pokemon I've ever seen.
Yeah, agreed.
I thought Muck was unlovable, but I'd be laying in bed with Muck any day over that. That's like nightmare fuel. How come I'm the one seeing stars? I don't know, probably because you got your head hit with 2 stars on it, bro.
Blasting off again.
Blasting off again.
I just have Team Rocket the villain in every game.
They should, man. I miss Team Rocket. Are they still like active in like the anime or anything? I haven't seen that.
Not
I
in the
haven't
games.
seen. They are. They are.
They are.
I haven't seen. I did watch part of Sun and Moon. I saw that
I
they.
don't fucking. Even if it's not like Team Rocket, those 2 grunts are still there.
Oh yeah.
Shit,
Well, they-
James and Jess.
Jesse and James. That's who I'm talking about. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
but-
there's nobody else they really showed for Team Rocket outside of what's his name? That was the leader anyway.
Giovanni.
Giovanni, yeah.
And he's only relevant like the first game, like this be real.
Yeah, and he was relevant in Diamond and Pearl too. He worked with was it Team Lava or no, that was
Magma
3.
and Aqua.
Yeah, Magma and Aqua. Yeah. He
I
worked
think that's Gen 3. Gen 4 is
Galactic and was it Galactic in Space or what was? I can't remember what it was.
it's all the same. I thought it was the same in both games. Unless I'm wrong.
Well, there was 2 teams in both games. Yeah,
I can't remember. It's been too.
there was the one that were trying to summon like Palkia and the one that wanted to summon Dialga. Yeah, and they were like wanting to summon them first in each game and all that. So that way they equated to the same thing. I can't remember what his name. I can't remember what their names were. I thought it was like Team Galactic and
I thought it was just Team Galactic in both.
maybe it was. Maybe it was. I can't remember. It's been a long time. I mean, I played Brilliant Diamond, like I said, but I feel like all I remember was I played Brilliant Diamond. I didn't play Shining Pearl. I feel like it was just Team Galactic. I feel like in that one when I played, it was just Team Galactic.
Those were like pretty much the remakes. The story didn't change at all.
No, the story didn't change. I just can't remember if they changed between versions, like with the originals, because I didn't play
Don't
Shining
think
Pearl.
they-
Probably not. I mean, it probably was the same. What's up? What's up? Got 5 peeps in here. Appreciate you guys coming in. Oh, we got 6 people in here. Hell yeah. Appreciate it, guys. What is going on? We're up a little bit late trying to get in a little bit of this. Mark is hanging out with us. Doing a little commentary as we check out the jinkiness, but also, like, kind of fun nature of the game.
I just verified it was Team Galactic for just that full gen.
Okay, yeah. That sounds right. I mean, like I said, I got the double pack and I never even opened Shining Pearl, so
I think Gen 3 was like the unique in that it had like different villains.
What
The
was
villains
Gen?
were-
What was Gen 3? I can't remember what the teams were. There's two different Magma and Aqua. Yeah, that's
They're
right.
both in both games, but one is more
Prominent and yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I didn't have. I got Ruby when I was a kid, so I didn't have Sapphire. But I remember my friend having Sapphire and talking about.
It was weird because I
Was it you that you didn't? So you never got Aqua, but I definitely played it with you. I mean, obviously worked together.
I didn't technically play them till like the remakes, so.
Well, you just said you had Emerald, and I remember playing with you. For sure.
If it's all in the same gym, you could like interact and.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying I didn't have the experience with Sapphire or Emerald myself. So like, I had Ruby. I never got Emerald. I never got those third versions for shit. I always got the base one because I wanted it when it came out, and then like, if you were a kid, there's kind of no point to get that third version because like a year or two later, like the new one was coming out. It was like, did you want to get another Pokemon that's in the same gen or a different game? Like, you only got a few games.
It's not doing that third game where it was like they would change the story, mix up some of the Pokemon available in the game and stuff like that.
Well,
the third
version was always the best, but do you want to get that game that's essentially the same game with more content again, or do you want to get a new game when you're a kid? You don't have money to buy games yourself.
I only had that as an option growing up, so it wasn't really an option for me to worry about.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, for me, like, I would never have gotten, like, same thing. I got Silver, but I never got Crystal. I wouldn't have wanted to get Crystal as a kid. I'd rather just get an entirely different game, have something else to play. But like, you know, I mean, you only got stuff when it was your birthday or Christmas, so it's like
pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, especially for sure for me, like
you just gotta live your parents' bought.
Yeah, I mean that's how me and my brother and sister were. It's like, yeah, what's a terastallizing? Here in the Paldea region, Pokemon can crystallize through a strange phenomenon. The people call this terastallizing. You can terastallizing your Pokemon by selecting the Terastallize button in battle. When a Pokemon... Oh, goddamn, I skipped through the whole thing. Jeez. Shit, I didn't mean to do that either. Oh, you hit R to Terastallize. Alright, let's Terastallize and turn into a Crystal Pokemon. And then what? You hit the... I don't know what to do. Oh, you hit what? So confused. Oh, you hit R. What's like moving my...
Are you hitting R?
Yeah, I am. There we go. I don't know. It's like
hit R. It's like the move, I guess.
And then A. I don't know. It's like not moving through. Oh God!
It's fucking
oh my God! I crystallized! Holy crap! That's a mega evolution / whatever the giant thing was. Who?
I don't know why that's being stupid.
So, why do we gotta come up with a new thing for Pokemon to do every game now?
Because they've been doing this every generation. There's always been like a new
whatever the gigantic thing was, I was not down with that.
Gigantamax before that you had...
Got Gigantamax, and before that was Mega Evolution, and... Like, the Mega Evolution, like, sure. Gigantamax, I'm like, this is too far. This, what do I call it? Terastallizing, like, they gotta turn into Crystal. What are they gonna turn into next? Like, nothing? They gonna turn into, like, Vapor?
All the way to Gen 2, there was a new gimmick.
Really? What's the gimmick for Gen 2? I can't remember anything for Gen 2, 3, or 4.
I mean, Gen 2, it introduced like Pokemon eggs and breeding and stuff like that.
But is that Gen really 3, a new battling mechanic?
It was a mechanic to the game that they could do at the time. I don't know exactly what Gen... I don't remember off the top of my head what Gen 3 did. Gen 4, I know for a fact, entered double battling.
You got bases in Gen 3. Do you remember that?
Gen 3, they introduced double battle in Gen 4. Gen 5 introduced that,
the Mega Evolution.
Was it Mega? Yeah, you had two different...
Yeah, you get X and X Evolution and Y Evolution.
Yeah.
And then 6, you got Gigantamax, and now you got Mega Crystallize.
No, there was one between that. You're missing the Sun and Moon gen.
Oh, that was the region. I mean, they just did like the region things.
It was Z moves.
Oh, Z move. God, I forgot about that. Yeah, that was even worse. God, that was probably the worst one. That's stupid. That was like Digimon. That was Digimon implemented into Pokemon. That's exactly what it was.
Because the Pokemon didn't even change. It just powered up a move that you could use.
I don't know, man. I bought like the actual like thing you could do the Z moves with, like a physical toy thing was. You could activate it with a game. That's all I remember. Buying like the stupid whatever the thing was to make you do the Z moves. It was so stupid. I do remember that. That's about it as far as that. But yeah, the Z moves, I forgot about that. Entirely stupid in my opinion.
I thought they've all been stupid, but...
I cannot read that out loud to you, but
I think 5 also...
I will literally just send what my brother sent to me. For like 2 seconds, hold on. I sent you that though.
What? The fuck?
Check what I sent you, Mark. In
I
like
did.
2 seconds. Alright. My brother decides he wants to be a silly Willy.
Tell.
No, he said big boys. Oh, did you see what I sent you?
I told you I did.
Oh, I didn't see it. Hold on. He's an idiot. No, you didn't reply, bro.
Need to.
What'd you tell? What'd you say?
Talk.
You stupid, dude. That's... My brother's crazy, man. What other platforms are you streaming on? We are on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. With Facebook, we're on the Game Junction page, podcast page, my creator account, my personal account, and then what else are we on?
Your OnlyFans account.
Whatever. I think that's it. I don't think we're streaming anything else right now, but yeah, there's 8 accounts total, so there's something else I'm missing. But yeah. But yeah, that's we have access to 8 right now, and then me, Lucas, and Mark have been trying to. Got 7